API functional monitoring. The types of relationships that monitors of public APIs can have with their schedules, public locations, APIs, and environments. Uh, Here you can see the types and relationships that monitors the public APIs can have with their schedules, public locations, uh, APIs, and environments. In API functional monitoring. The public APIs are API with endpoints that are exposed to the public internet. Tests of such endpoints are run by workers that themselves run in public locations or private locations. A public location is a region or resource pool that is shared with other MuleSoft customers. Examples of such regions are US East 1, US East 2, US Central 1. For information about private locations, see monitoring on the endpoints of private APIs in the documentation. The test in the monitors are run on schedules. For a worker to run a public location according to a schedule must be associated with it. A public location can be associated with one or more with more than one schedule for more than one monitor. The following diagram depicts the types of relationships that monitors of the public APIs can have with their schedules, public locations, APIs, and environments. Each type of relationship is indicated with a unique line style. Here you can see API functional monitoring. Here you can see the monitors, schedules, and public locations are in API functional monitoring. And here the this API 1 to 7 are here are in environment A in here, and the API 8 is in environment B in this diagram, and environments are in environment A and environment B are in Cloud Hub, and API 9 and API 10 are in World Wide Web here in this diagram. Monitor 1's relationships indicated with solid black arrows. Single schedule, single location, single environment. Monitor 1 runs on a single schedule, schedule A, which is associated with the public location 1. The monitor is written to the test 1 or more endpoints in the public API 1 and public API 2. Although it could also test endpoints in more public APIs. Two APIs are in a single environment A. Monitor 2's relationship ships indicated with dash line green arrows. Multiple schedules, single location, single environment. Monitor 2 runs on two separate schedules, Schedule B and Schedule C, each of which are associated with the same public location 1. Monitor 2 is written to the test 1 or more endpoints in public API 3 and public API 4. Although it could also test endpoint in more public APIs. The two APIs are in a single environment A. Monitor 3 runs on two separate schedules, Schedule D and Schedule E, each of which is associated with the different public location 1 and public location 2. Monitor 3 is written to test one or more endpoints in public API 5 and public API 6. Although it could also test endpoints in more public APIs, the two APIs are in a single environment A. Monitor 4's relationship indicated in dotted orange arrows. Multiple schedules, multiple environments. Monitor 4 runs on two separate schedules, Schedule F and Schedule G. Each of the schedules is associated with the same public location 2, although each could be associated with the different public locations. Each of two tested public APIs is in the different environment A and environment B. One environment could be test environment, and the other environment could be a production environment where public API 7 and public API 8 are copies of the same API. Monitor 4 is written to test one or more endpoints in public API 7 and the same endpoints in public API 8, although it could also test endpoint in more public APIs. Monitor 5's relationship indicated with dark blue arrows. Test APIs in Cloud Hub 1.0 environment and on the web. Monitor 5 runs on a single schedule, Schedule H, although it could run on multiple schedules. The schedule is associated with the public location 2. Monitor 5 is written to test one or more endpoints in public API 9 and public API 10, although it could also test endpoints in more public APIs. Both APIs are accessible on the web. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.